Have you ever tried playing Kazuya in Tekken 8 and thinking, this character is way too hard, it takes too much execution for me to play, I should just drop him and play someone else? Well, if that has happened to you, this guide is for you. Today we're gonna talk about how to play Kazuya without electrics and avoiding most of his high execution moves and interactions. The purpose of this video is to give you options about how to play Kazuya without worrying about his high execution, so you can start with the right foot and enjoy the character. What we are gonna do now is that I'm gonna show you a list of specific interactions that happen a lot in low and intermediate level ranks in Tekken, and I'm gonna give you options with Kazuya to deal with all of that. So stay until the end so you can see options for Kazuya for all types of situations. So the first thing is mashing. We can all agree that mashing is a very common thing on low and intermediate level ranks, and Kazuya has some options that are very easy to execute to deal with people mashing on your offense. So the first thing you should do a lot is jab checking, okay? You should do jabs like 1-1 or 1-2 and see if people are blocking, so that in some way your offense can get respected. If you see that people are mashing a lot, use the jabs to stop the mashing and then throw around some sort of counter hit attack so that you can get a huge combo if they keep mashing your offense. Here we have an example. I'm fighting the secret top tier bear and I know that he's gonna mash. So what do? I jab check and I instantly throw a counter hit attack and I get a huge combo that you can also replicate and use when you get this type of situation. Now we're gonna talk about a second factor related to mashing, but a specific thing, and that is people mashing when you're on heat or people contesting your heat too much. You have a very strong option with Kazuya, which is Shikuhui. It's one of the best reversals in the game, and you should always use it if you see that people never respect you when you are on heat. Here you have an example. I do a big combo, but I don't get a perfect Oki situation, and I know that Lydia is gonna mash because she has heat. So what do? I do Shikuhui immediately, and I get a big advantage because I read the situation well, and I knew that she was gonna mash. So let's get to the second thing, and that is people abusing you with lows. It is a very common thing to get abused by lows when you're starting in Tekken 8, so I'm gonna give you very strong options to deal with lows with Kazuya and destroy people when the only thing they do on you is hitting you low. It is also very important to understand that this also applies to people doing eternal strings too, because normally when strings are very long, they can be ducked, so you can use this kind of same strategy in that situation. Here we have an example. I know that Lydia is doing a crazy string, and it's probably something I can duck. So I just duck and throw while standing 2, and I destroy her with a huge combo. Here we have another example. Devil Jin abused Hell Sweep all game here. So what did I do? I saw the next Hell Sweep come, I blocked it, and I punished him very hard for it. So that's something that you should do too on all of your matches if someone is always hitting you with lows. Our next topic is people doing a lot of shenanigans when they have to get up. This is a very common thing in low and intermediate level ranks, and Kazuya has great options to deal with people trying to hit you when you try to set up your Oki, which is in many ways the strongest point in Kazuya's gameplay. So if you're dealing with people that do a lot of delay tech and basically never get up, do a lot of forward 4, because that's always gonna hit them. If they don't get up, it's gonna get you a big amount of damage and another Oki situation right away. You have other situations also like this one, and that is when people try to hit you when they are standing. So try to abuse this. Block it when you see it coming and punish them very hard for it. So now we have number 4, supers. I think we can all agree that supers have taken a lot of rounds from us on Tekken, so please see them coming. If someone has access to super, there's a big chance that they're gonna use it. So prepare to block it and punish. You can grab them, you can do some specific moves with Kazuya, but I think that grabbing is the best option. It's very safe and it is actually a huge chunk of damage for free. Now for number 5, I want to talk about neutral, and I want you to please use Demon Fist. It's such a good move, it takes a lot of space, it's a very good way to check your opponent when they are far away from you. Just be aware of not whiffing it, and also try to set up your offense around your neutral. So not only use Demon Fist, but also if you have a knockdown, try to set up plus frames like this situation that I'm showing you right here, because if people are mashing a lot and you create a plus frame situation, there is a big chance that they're gonna mash again and you're gonna get a big counter hit. So retaliate and punish people when they mash on you on your neutral and offense. And finally, we have the last situation, which is basically not being able to open up people. It sometimes happens that you basically get blocked and you can't do damage on a match. I want you to start abusing down back 4 when that happens. It is an amazing low, it is hard to see or react to it, and it is very safe when it gets blocked. So try to use it a lot so you can in some way condition your enemy to block something different than standing, so you can start mixing him up and actually execute Kazuya's strategy, which is, you know, this kind of 50-50 monster that he is. You can also, of course, use Hell Sweep, which is a fantastic option. It gives you a knockdown, Oki, and it is very good, but it has a little more risk to it since people can block it and punish you. So I would say that you should start using down back 4 because it is a little more safe and less committing. Now that we have already checked up all of these common situations that happen on low and intermediate level ranks, we should probably check some combos so you can get started with Kazuya and have fun with him when you punish people up. The difficulty of these combos is gonna vary a lot. Some of them are super easy and do not need any execution basically. Other ones are kind of like in the intermediate level, so I'm gonna leave a label down below for you to check and know if the execution needed for the combo is, you know, low or intermediate. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and find it useful. Please leave a comment around what has been your experience with Tekken 8 and with Kazuya. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy these combos.